Welcome to Inside Elegance, where we bring you the latest ideas and inspiration for transforming your home into a sanctuary of style. Today, we're diving into rustic elegance with a twist of French charm, exploring farmhouse spring centerpieces that are perfect for any occasion. Whether you're hosting a spring dinner or simply want to refresh your home for the season, we've got plenty of ideas to inspire you. Before we jump into today's beautiful projects, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop a comment below telling us which centerpiece you love the most. Your support helps us bring more exciting ideas and tips straight to your feed. Now, let's set the tone for our rustic farmhouse spring centerpieces with a little touch of French flair. A simple, elegant centerpiece can completely transform your space. Today, we'll be focusing on natural elements, soft pastels, and those timeless touches that make rustic style feel refined and charming. To begin, let's talk about the essence of rustic elegance. The combination of farmhouse elements with French-inspired accents creates an effortless yet sophisticated vibe. Imagine distressed wood paired with delicate porcelain, or fresh blooms in a weathered metal vase. These elements give the centerpieces a natural, grounded feel, while still exuding a sense of luxury and old-world charm. Rustic elegance is all about celebrating the natural beauty found in everyday objects, while French flair adds a hint of romance. This blend of rustic textures and soft details is perfect for a farmhouse-inspired spring tablescape. Think woven baskets, linen table runners, and intricate iron candle holders. These small touches elevate the rustic theme without feeling too over the top. When we add French elements to the mix, we create an atmosphere that is both chic and lived in, making the centerpiece feel welcoming yet refined. We'll guide you through several options, each one offering a blend of rustic and French elegance that will make your spring gatherings feel extra special. No spring centerpiece is complete without fresh flowers. For a rustic farmhouse look with a French twist, choose flowers that evoke the countryside. Think wildflowers, lavender, peonies, and baby's breath. These delicate blooms bring softness to your centerpiece, while the rustic containers and French influences add depth and character. To make your centerpiece stand out, mix different types of flowers in complementary colors, such as soft lavender, creamy whites, and pale pinks. Add a few sprigs of rosemary or thyme to bring a natural, herbaceous aroma to the mix. Arrange them loosely in vintage-style glass jars or ceramic pitchers for a look that's both casual and refined. One French-inspired trick is to keep the arrangements low and wide. This creates an inviting atmosphere while still showcasing the beauty of the flowers. Place a large bouquet in a shallow bowl or low urn to maintain that rustic, farm-fresh aesthetic, all while adding a touch of Parisian elegance to your home. When it comes to rustic centerpieces, the container plays a crucial role. For that French farmhouse vibe, opt for weathered wooden crates, tin buckets, or distressed ceramic vases. These containers speak to the rustic charm of the countryside while offering just the right amount of elegance through their aged textures. A French twist can be achieved by choosing vases or containers that have intricate, vintage detailing, such as French Provence-style pitchers or antique metal jugs. These pieces not only serve as functional containers for your florals, but they also stand on their own as decor elements that add charm and character to your space. For added depth, consider mixing materials. Pair a rustic wicker basket with a French porcelain vase or a galvanized tin canister with a delicate lace runner. This mix-and-match approach allows you to create a balanced yet visually interesting centerpiece that ties in the rustic farmhouse feel with the elegant French flair. Greenery is an essential element when creating a farmhouse-inspired centerpiece, and adding a French touch makes it even more special. Consider using olive branches, eucalyptus, or ferns to create volume and texture. These greens can fill out your centerpiece and give it that lush, countryside look. Incorporate greenery with intention. Think about the colors and textures that will enhance your floral arrangements. Olive branches, for instance, bring in that rustic French countryside vibe, while eucalyptus adds a soft, romantic feel that is perfectly suited for spring. Draping greenery over the edges of a wooden crate or a vintage pitcher can also add that relaxed yet refined look we're aiming for. By keeping the greenery natural and abundant, you allow the beauty of the plants to shine without overwhelming the space. These plants also have the benefit of smelling wonderful, filling your room with a fresh, earthy fragrance that's perfect for spring. Vintage finds are a must when it comes to rustic elegance. French-inspired vintage pieces, like antique silver trays, tarnished metal candle holders, or chipped china plates, help complete the look. These elements carry history and character, making your centerpiece feel like it's been lovingly collected over time. For instance, a beautifully tarnished silver tray can serve as the base for your centerpiece, grounding it while adding a touch of old-world glamour. Pair this with a French linen tablecloth and a few vintage porcelain bowls, and you'll have a rustic yet refined spring centerpiece that exudes charm. Small vintage touches like embroidered napkins, antique postcards, or delicate glassware help tie in the French aesthetic and elevate the rustic elements. These pieces don't have to be over the top. Sometimes, it's the smallest vintage touches that add the most character and sophistication to your display. A soft color palette is key to achieving a rustic farmhouse look with French elegance. Opt for soft pastels, blush pinks, lavender, sage greens, and buttery yellows that evoke a sense of calm and warmth. These colors are perfect for spring, and they help create a welcoming atmosphere around your centerpiece. Pair these pastels with earthy tones such as warm browns, soft whites, and neutral grays. A touch of muted gold or copper can also add a subtle French flair to your design. Mixing soft and earthy tones keeps the centerpiece grounded while giving it a sophisticated, timeless look. When arranging your flowers, consider alternating these soft tones to create depth and interest. This blend of pastel florals with earthy greens will make your centerpiece feel like a natural extension of the season, with just the right amount of elegance. A rustic centerpiece wouldn't be complete without the warm glow of candlelight. For a French-inspired touch, incorporate vintage-inspired candle holders made of wrought iron or brass. These materials evoke the elegance of French bistros while complementing the rustic farmhouse vibe. Consider using a mix of pillar candles, tea lights, and taper candles in varying heights. This will add visual interest while creating a cozy, inviting atmosphere. A few strategically placed candles around your centerpiece will enhance the rustic elegance and give your spring gathering a soft, romantic glow. You can even create a French farmhouse-inspired chandelier using mason jars or glass lanterns. Hang these from the ceiling or arrange them along the center of your table for a stunning, rustic lighting effect that will transport your guests to the heart of the French countryside. Incorporating natural materials like wood, wicker, and burlap is a must for rustic elegance. Wooden boards or rustic trays provide the perfect base for your spring centerpiece, giving it a raw, organic feel. Burlap table runners or placemats can add texture while still maintaining a casual yet sophisticated look. Natural wicker baskets are also a fantastic way to display your flowers or greenery. The woven texture of the basket adds an extra layer of rustic charm, while the softness of the flowers creates a beautiful contrast. A wicker basket with lavender or wildflowers would be an ideal addition to your centerpiece. Additionally, consider using natural stone or clay containers. These materials evoke the simple, grounded feel of the countryside, while still exuding a refined, rustic elegance. Mixing these materials throughout your centerpiece ensures it feels cohesive yet organic, just like the French countryside. One of the best parts about creating rustic farmhouse spring centerpieces is adding personal touches. Consider incorporating family heirlooms or items with sentimental value, an antique teapot, a beloved china cup, or a hand-painted plate. These pieces will add personality and a sense of warmth to your design. For example, you can place a cherished antique bottle filled with wildflowers at the center of your table, or add a set of vintage French postcards to create a charming, nostalgic atmosphere. These small, personal elements will make your centerpiece feel one of a kind and meaningful. By adding these personal touches, your rustic farmhouse centerpiece will feel like a true reflection of your style and story. It's these details that transform a simple design into something truly special. When designing your rustic French farmhouse centerpiece, layering different textures can make all the difference. Consider using linen, burlap, and cotton for your tablecloths, napkins, and runners. These soft, natural fabrics work well with the rustic theme while adding depth and warmth to the overall design. Additionally, you can mix in rougher textures like wood or stone for contrast. A wooden bowl filled with flowers or a stone vase surrounded by delicate lace can create an appealing visual balance. These textural layers invite both touch and sight, making the centerpiece more interesting and inviting. Textural variety is what makes your centerpiece feel rich and full of character. It's not just about arranging flowers in a vase, but about combining materials in a way that feels naturally sophisticated. This balance of textures is what gives the rustic farmhouse centerpiece its charm. When designing your centerpiece, it's important to keep in mind the scale and proportion of the elements you choose. For a balanced design, make sure to vary the height and size of your elements. This will prevent your centerpiece from feeling too crowded or too sparse. Tall candle holders or a statement floral arrangement can create a focal point in the center, while smaller accents like tea lights, greenery, or tiny vases can fill in the spaces around it. This careful balance will ensure your centerpiece feels cohesive and well thought out, with each element complementing the others. Also, think about the space your centerpiece will occupy. If it's a large farmhouse table, you can afford to go bigger with your arrangement, but for smaller tables, consider smaller, more delicate pieces that won't overwhelm the space. Keeping proportion in mind will help create the perfect centerpiece for any setting. Thank you so much for joining us today at Inside Elegance. I hope you found inspiration for creating your own rustic farmhouse spring centerpiece with a French twist. Remember, the magic is in the details. Whether it's the flowers, the vintage touches, or the perfect container, each piece comes together to create something beautiful. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, and leave a comment telling us which centerpiece you'll be trying out in your own home. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep creating elegant spaces that are full of charm and personality.